So let's look at this question on practical chemistry. The question here says a student performed an experiment to standardize sodium hydroxide by titration with zero point 0.1 molar HCl hydrochloric acid and obtained the following results. All right, that's the table you have there. They said volume of the base used is 25 milliliter. All right, so you have the table there. I says complete the table. I says complete, calculate the molarity of the base. I says calculate the concentration of the base in gram per dm cube. All right, so how do you solve that? Now, the first thing you want to note here is that they gave me the first thing you're giving here. They said a student performed an experiment to standardize sodium hydroxide, that's NaOH, by titration with zero point 0.1 molar HCl. What you're given there is the molarity of the acid. Let me call that M of A. Molarity of the acid, that is zero point 0.1 molar. We'll keep this because we need it for later. They said and obtained the following results. That's the table here. They said the volume of the base used. Let me call that VB. Also write this down. We'll need it for later calculation. VB is 25 milliliter. So you have this. All right, so you have this. All right. The first thing you have there said you should complete the table. All right, that's the first task there. Complete the table. So how do we complete the table here? We have this table here. What we ask to find is just the titer value. That's the missing part of the table. And we're asked to complete it. So how do you get titer value? Now you want to note that to get titer value is just simply your final reading minus initial reading. So it's final reading minus initial reading. That's all. Initial reading. All right, so that's how you find this. All right, final reading minus initial reading. Let's start with the rough. Let's start with rough. For rough, what we'll have there is equal to, for the rough, the final reading is 26.50. So 26.50 minus the initial for rough, under rough here. The initial is 0.00. So minus 0.00. This minus this gives you 26.50, of course, in ml, milliliter. So I'll come here and write this as 26.50. 26.50. I've done the first part. You don't have to put milliliter here because it has already been indicated here. Next up, first reading. Let's take first reading. Let's do final under the first, like under the column of the first. Final minus initial, that's 50.00 minus initial 25.50. So you have 50.00 minus 25.50. That gives you 24.50 in milliliter. I'll take that value. I'll write it here. 24.50 in milliliter. Now, finally, second reading. For the second reading, what I have there is this minus this. 29.50 minus what I have here, 5.00, and that's equal to 29.50 minus 5.00. That gives you 24.50 ml. All right, so I also have 24.50. All right, now you want to note that for questions like this, sometimes they might give you the final and the titer value, and they'll ask to find the initial. In this question, you're given the final and the initial, you ask to find the titer. Just remember the formula that the titer value is equal to final minus initial. All right, so What it simply means is that if you're given the final and the titer value and you're asked to get the initial value, all you have to do is just take final minus titer, you have initial, right? We do the final minus the titer, that's titer value, you have initial value. So that's it. So they could um, give you any of the column to look for it. Meanwhile, if you want to get the final, simply do titer plus initial. So titer value plus initial give you the final. So whichever one you're asked to find, know what to do. That's the idea here. All right, so first things first, is complete the table. We've done that. Second question that says calculate the molarity of the base. Let's get molarity of the base. Now, before we do that, there's something you need to find. After this, usually they'll ask you to find the mean titer. Before you do that, they'll ask you to find the mean titer. Now, the mean titer, to get the mean titer, all you have to do is take from your first reading, all right, the titer value there is 24.50, 24.50. Add it to the titer value in your second reading, which is still 24.50, and divide it by, you took first and second reading, so by 2. So please note that when it comes to getting mean titer, you do not use the rough. Please do not use the rough. Just take only first and second. If in your exam they give you rough, first, second, and third, if you want to get the mean titer, for mean titer it becomes first plus second, that's first titer value plus second titer value plus third titer value divided by 3. So at that point you divide it by what? 3. But do not use rough. That's the idea. So if you do this, 24.5 plus 24.5 gives you what there? That's 24.5 plus 24.5 gives you, so this gives you 49, right? That gives about 49.00 divided by 2. That gives you 24.50 in milliliter. All right, this is your mean titer. All right, we also keep the value of the mean titer. All right, so mean titer, that is 24.50 in milliliter. All right, so we have this. All right, so with this, we can go to the next question there. All right, so next question there. The next question says, calculate the molarity of the base. Molarity of base. Molarity of the base. All right, so next up, let's calculate for the molarity of the base. Now, how do we do that? Before we get the molarity of the base, the first thing you have to do is to go back to your question. The question there said, if you look at the question there, it said that a student performed an experiment to standardize sodium hydroxide by titration with 0.1 molar of HCl. Now, what that means is that the students combined sodium hydroxide, which is a base, with HCl, which is an acid. So let's get the equation of that reaction. Let's get the equation of the reaction. Equation of the reaction. Now, for equation of the reaction, we have the acid plus base, or the base there. The base is sodium hydroxide combined with the acid, that's hydrochloric acid, to give you salt and water. This is a neutralization reaction, right? Where acid combines with base to give you salt and water. The salt that will be formed here is sodium chloride, table salt, plus H2O, water. Now, looking at this, we can see that the number of moles of each of the elements is balanced. So we have a balanced equation of the reaction. Let's take molar ratio. What is the molar ratio? The molar ratio will simply be take the coefficients of each term. For sodium hydroxide, coefficient here is 1, so I have 1 is to, for HCl, the coefficient here is 1 is to, for here too, the coefficient here is also 1, that's the number there, is to, for this is also 1. So we have this. All right, so what you're seeing here are the number of moles. In essence, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide will react with 1 mole of hydrochloric acid to give you 1 mole of sodium chloride and 1 mole of water. So with this, the acid is HCl. We can say number of moles of the acid A is equal to 1 from a balanced equation of the reaction. Also for the base, we can say number of, let's use okay, number of moles of the base, capital B, is equal to, the base is sodium hydroxide, is also 1. So we have this. All right, so at this point, let's recall a formula. Recall that the number of moles N is simply equal to product of molarity and volume. You have this. That means for acid, the number of moles of the acid is equal to molarity of the acid times volume of the acid. And also for base, right, the number of moles of the base is equal to molarity of the base times volume of the base. You have this, right? So you have this two here. At this juncture, you can just divide them. So if I divide this, the ratio of the number of moles of acid to the number of moles of base is equal to molarity of acid times volume of acid all over molarity of base times volume of base. So you have this. Do we have these values? Yes. Ma, let me use capital A here. Number of moles of acid, 0.1. Vb, volume of base, 25. What again? This mean titer is the same thing as the volume of the acid. You now see why I said you should get it. All right, it's the volume of the acid. In essence, number of moles of acid is 1. 1 is equal to molarity of the acid, which is this 0.1. That is 0.1 molarity of acid times volume of acid. Volume of acid is mean titer, 24.50. That's 24.50 all over. So all over number of moles of the base, which we've gotten here from a balanced reaction, is 1 all over molarity of base. So I'll call this unknown molarity of base times the volume of the base is the volume of the pipette, which we are given there in the question. If you look at the question there, it was given, they said volume of base used is 25 milliliter. Is there in the question. So that's 25. At this juncture, we can multiply through. So we have this as 1 over 1 is equal to, multiply numerator, 0.1 times 24.5. That's about 2.45. 2.45 all over 25 times molarity of base becomes 25 molarity of the base. Let's cross multiply from here. This times this, 1 times 25 mb gives you 25 times molarity of the base is equal to 1 times 2.45 is 2.45. To get molarity of the base, divide here by 25, divide here by 25. This cancels this. Okay. Do I need this? I don't think I need this again. So I can clean this. Okay. So from here, we'll have that molarity of the base, M of B, it's equal to, we have 2.45 divided by 25. That's 0.098. 0.098 molar. All right. So this is the molarity of the base that you're asked to find. That is your answer. All right. Okay, finally, question three. Question three, you ask to find concentration. I'll just write concentration of the base in gram per dm cube. All right. So here's the last thing you ask to find in that question. All right. So how do we get it done? What do we do? Now, here's what to note. You want to note that for this, the concentration of the base in gram per dm cube is simply equal to the molarity. All right. Molarity. Note that molarity and concentration are the same thing. So the molarity in molar, right? In molar, that's M times. So multiply this with the molar mass of the base. That's how this is done. All right. So to get this in gram per dm cube, and this is because don't forget that molarity, which is molar is the same thing as mole per dm cube. That is molar. So molar means mole per dm. So when you see molar here, this molar is same thing as mole per dm cube times. We know that molar mass is measured in gram per mole. Right? Molar mass is measured in gram per mole. So if you multiply mole per dm cube times molar mass gram per dm cube, you see that mole will cancel mole. You're left with gram per dm cube, which is what you're asked to find. All right. So what do we have and what are we yet to have? From here, we already have the molarity of the base in molar, which is the 0.98. All we have to do is to find the molar mass of the base. So let's get molar mass of base. Molar mass of base. The base there is sodium hydroxide. All right. What's the molar mass of sodium hydroxide? Now for sodium, the atomic mass is 23 plus for oxygen, atomic mass is 16 plus for hydrogen, atomic mass is 1. All right. If you combine this will give you equal to 40 gram per mole. Yes. 23 plus 16, that's about 39 plus 1, 40 gram per mole. So therefore, we can get the concentration of the base in gram per dm cube by doing, we said, molarity of the base in molar. Molarity of the base is 0.098 in molar, 0.098 times the molar mass of the base, which we got as 40. So times 40. Let's see what we have here. 0.098 times 40. That's about 3.92. So I have this as 3.92 in gram per dm cube. So I have the value here, 3.92 in gram per dm cube. So this becomes the solution to the question. So basically, this is how we solve this question. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, like this video. Don't forget to also subscribe to this channel. If it's your first time or you're yet to subscribe, please do well to hit the subscribe button, right? Click the bell icon, select all so that you get notified whenever we upload a new content. And then finally, do well to share this video to your friends and your colleagues so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.